teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll run it here. And he's able to plow forward. Up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Second and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Hale. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 3rd down, Hale. Open man is Allison, complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Looking to throw on second down. Hale. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Looking to throw. Hale. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their dreams going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Saquon Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. 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 Detroit.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
They'll set up a throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Green, 39.
first down carry for Barkley. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Let's go. White 90. White 90. Flex round. Flex round.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Ohio. Ohio.
Off the play fake. Hale. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. First down. Hale. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Hale. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Check it back. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I got you.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So first and 10 now from the 30. The pitch goes to Barkley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On play action, they'll throw to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
The toss out to Barkley. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
All right, here we go.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On 1st and 10, Hale. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
To throw again. Hale. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, Hale. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
Throwing after the interception. Hale. Caught on the right side by Adams. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. The final shot before break. Hale. He's going to air one out. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Hey, man. Watch the move.
No. Check! Patriot!
On second down, here's Barkley. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
3-19!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit!
Here's a give to Barkley, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this will be taken at the 13. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Will take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Again, it's Jones. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. We'll give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Off play action. Hale. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Riley. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Gun!
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Ebron's got it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him a gain of 37. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Now a toss right to Barkley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
He'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Flex round! Flex round!
And they'll go on the ground. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Hale. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing on 1st down. Hale. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Hale. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw on 3rd down. Hale. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Flex round! Flex round! We got three. Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And no, it's incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Watch quick. Watch quick.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is fielded at the 7. A punt of 46, a return of 5.